What's up, weirdos? We are back in the garden and it's time for another garden tour. I'm going to try to make this as brief as possible because I've got a lot of work to do. But let me show you what is going on. As you can see, we did finish most of these plants over here, getting them planted. As you can see, blueberries, currants. I also have some wintergreen in here. And you can see I planted the rest of them. So they are all looking good. I put these nice wind chimes up. They sound so beautiful. And yeah, the peas are coming up. Take a look. They're about, I'd say 5 or 6 inches tall now. And I have a lot of peas this year. And I'm going to have a lot of beans as well. I haven't planted those yet, but the peas are doing well. You see the kiwis right there. I bought some cattle panel trellises today. And we're going to go ahead and build those. So what I'm going to need to do is get these planted this evening. So we're going to try to do that. I've been working on getting everything else kind of cleaned up in here and all around, cleaning up all the rocks and dirt and stuff that was kind of left over after I dug all those holes. The thimbleberries are looking pretty good, and the chamomile is also doing really well. Again, more peas right here. And that's about it in here, except for the strawberries. One thing I did, I was having trouble with these guys popping out of the ground, and the roots were exposed, so I added a little bit more compost around their roots, and then I put down some wood chips, and I think this is going to work pretty well. So I did that. Again, we got some wild strawberries right here, and they're already putting out their flowers, so that'll be exciting. We'll be enjoying some strawberries later on in the summertime. All the greens are coming up. They're looking pretty good. I've got Swiss chard, a little bit of mustard in here, kale and sorrel, all kind of different greens in here. They're starting to come up and they're looking pretty good. I did have some spinach over here, and it's looking almost like it's ready to pick. Maybe another couple weeks, I would say. Probably 2 weeks. We'll be able to start picking some of the spinach. And then, of course, the lettuce right here, starting to come up. So it's all looking pretty good. I got a lot more trees planted over here, over by my truck. There's a bunch of trees over there. Berry plants and trees. So I will do a proper tour for that in the future. But again, I'm just too busy right now. Trying to get everything finished this week before we get some rain. Some much needed rain. We haven't had a whole lot of rain here lately, so it'll be really nice for these plants to get a healthy drink. There's my seedlings. They're doing okay. They probably need watered. These are the cuttings that I took from my autumn olives and goji berries. And then again, more peas over here. I've got so many peas, guys. One thing I did want to show you is the acidic guild, and there is the greenhouse cover. I'm going to take you guys in there in a second, but yeah, this is the acidic tree guild. I planted a couple plums in here. These are Japanese plums, as well as some blueberries, and also some lingonberries right here, and then a cranberry right there. There's some more lingonberries in here, and another plum, as well as some wintergreen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with wood chips, but from pine trees. So pine tree wood chips, and that should help acidify the soil a little bit. More strawberries over there, and some more trees planted in here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but right over there is a tree. That's an apricot. And then a couple cherries over there in the distance. And you can see those cattle panels in the distance also. I got about 8 of them, so I'm really excited I can do some building with them. And this is the greenhouse now that we have the cover on it. I checked the temperature just a little while ago, and it's 100 degrees in there. So maybe a little bit too hot. I might have to open these up. But the nice thing is there's these little windows on here, Velcro, and I can just pull it open, let some air in. So that is nice. Let's see what the temperature is in here. Alright, I bumped the record button and I accidentally stopped the video, but it is about 90 degrees in here. So it is, it's pretty hot in here. It was raining in here earlier. That's how hot it was in here. It was really humid, but it has cooled down a little bit. So I think the good news is we're not going to have a whole lot of cold weather the next few weeks. I didn't see any temperatures in the 20s over the next 2 weeks, so I think we're going to be okay. I think we can probably start putting some plants out here, because this should stay pretty warm at night. So that is the hope. I took the crabapple tree that was down at our business, our family business, down at our mailbox, and I moved it because it had to get out of there. So I think it's gonna do fine over here with the other apple trees. So we'll see. It's in a pretty shady location, so it should be okay. And then I have another hole right there. That is going to be for the peach tree that I ordered. And then this little section right over here by the greenhouse, I'm thinking about putting some raspberries in here. I ordered a bunch of raspberry plants, so I'm still trying to figure out where I'm going to put them. I think this is probably one area. I might put some more over by all my other trees over there. And then I have to find another spot for the other ones. So I'm going to be just kind of putting things wherever I can over the next week or two once everything comes in. But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Everything is growing pretty well. They have some beets coming up. We have some carrots as well coming up. But we're still a few weeks away from planting most of the garden. So a lot of stuff still kind of waiting until it warms up a little bit more. So I think we'll leave the video there. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.